Hey everyone, this is Daren with Madcaptoys. Glad to be back with you today. Today is going to be a slower day. We only had 5 or 6 sales that we've got to ship out. We're going to be shipping out 5 tomorrow morning. It's towards the later end of the afternoon. So I'm going to let Kathy get up here and talk to you about the sales. I think we had sales on eBay and Mercari. I'm not... No,
just eBay only.
Just eBay. Okay, so I've screwed up. So far it's just eBay. Hopefully we've got some time. We'll get a little bit of Poshmark and Mercari action later on. But anyway, I'm going to let her come up and talk to you guys. But I want to thank you guys for sticking around with us and sitting there for all those of you guys that's been giving those thumbs up. Thank you.
Peekaboo guys, hey, this is Kathy from Madcaptoys. Welcome back to the Toy Barn. Yes, we had sold 6 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All on eBay. Poshmark was a little quiet. Mercari, we kind of, as you know, built it up from the last recording. We got most of all the Mercari out to date, so nothing has really been. We got a lot of likes, with some questions, but no sales on that as per yet. So we wanted to get this video out. Happy Wednesday for those of you that are watching this midweek. And yeah, we'll start out with the 6 sales. The very first one came from a pallet. High piece count palette, Amazon palette, and it is the Pixel 4A 4G version slim fit Mandela in Galaxy phone case, and this sold to Monique for $6.71 plus shipping to boot. So thank you, Monique. Again, high piece count. We probably maybe paid about $2 to $2.50 for it, so really good profit. I think we did a slight offer here and got that moving forward. So lots more. We have lots more Amazon to list, and we have lots of Amazon still left, so we're working through that. And then in our coin section, we sold an, can you see it there? Probably not, a little bit of glare there. We sold an 1894 O silver barber quarter, average circulated. It was on our coin album 6, and it sold for $16.18 plus shipping to boot, and it went to Jin Yang Wang. So thank you, Jin Wang. Appreciate that. All right, and then our third one, this came from the Hoarding King. Again, you've probably heard it a million times, but we're moving him. He is moving out, but he actually sold a couple of items this week. This was one of them, and so we're getting that ready for him. It is the Casual Thanos Funko Pop Marvel Bobblehead, and it sold for $14.98 plus shipping to boot. So thank you so much for that. And my page got kind of went backwards there, so yeah, it went right back on there. Sorry guys, we have lack of internet. We have internet, but we're only walking distance from our house, but it's very weak over here, so sometimes it comes up, sometimes it doesn't, but I've got it here. This next one, Daren had tried to, or he did achieve putting 20 like eBay auctions on. They don't go very well as well, but this one actually fell good, so we know we're kind of at a loss for this a little bit. Not much really with the shipping and all that stuff if you put that all in. But this one was something that we had in our for a while. He bought at one time, back when we had our toy store in Bedford about 6 years ago, a very, very large die-cast lot. When I'm talking large, I'm talking nearly 1,000 cards, okay? And he paid, I mean, roughly, I think he used to say, roughly, what, 50 cents a car? I think
5 cents.
5 cents a car. So can you imagine paying a nickel per? This guy was an elderly man. He was retiring. He wanted to get out of selling or collecting die casts. And
Submariner.
He was a submariner, really?
In the U.S. Navy.
Wow, submariner in the U.S. Navy. And anyway, he kept collecting these. Like, I'm done. Give me a good deal. I want out. So we did. And so a nickel a piece for all these cars. So we actually sold this one really at base price our starting price. It was 1996 Winston Cup Racing Action Platinum Series Jeff Gordon number 24. And this sold to Godwin for 99 cents plus shipping to boot. So thank you, Godwin. So yeah, real still of a deal there. Of course, after with that, even though you're thinking, fees, what happened? You know, are you making profit? Well, when you come together and you're selling, quite a few items every day, you might have a little bit of overage in shipping. So we made a little bit on that. So thank you so much, Godwin, for that. And then we've had this in our pile for a while. We have lots and lots and lots and lots of totes that have loose action figures. Especially we have some that are the wrestling action figures. We have a wrestler's tote, we call it. This is the 2000 Jakks Pacific WWE Edge action figure. And this is going out to John for $6.78 plus shipping to boot. Now it looks like we had a little bit of an offer there, just a slight one, probably just to move it. This particular edge, as you notice, his hair is whipping up in the wind. We had some other edges, but he, with his hair down, of course, different poses. But this particular one, so we've had him for a little bit of while, so it was time to kind of push it through. So thank you so much, John, for that. And then Daren is selling his Star Trek collection down quite a bit. We had a mass Star Trek buy way back in 2015, right before we did close our Bedford store down. And so we got a mass amount of these carded. Many of these were unpunched. Now, of course, this one, of course, has got a hook. But I mean, we had a lot. So we are slowly but surely, you know, winding down on those, moving those right along. So this is the Star Trek Generations Lieutenant Commander Data action figure. And this is the last one. We had 2 of them in the Star Trek Generations. It's going out to Chris, and it sold for $6.99 plus shipping to boot. So thank you, Chris, for that. Commander Data is going out to you. So that's all we had on eBay. We just had about 6 items there, so not a lot. We did a recording, of course, yesterday for Monday, so we're just moving right along there. eBay, of course, we all know this. Everybody talks about it, the YouTube resellers, etc. Yes, up and down with sales. They're because they're doing changes on the site, infrastructure, rates, the whole 9 yards. You guys are probably watching it a lot, so I'm not going to get into that. But we continue to list. We continue to strive. Daren, how many items did you list today?
Well, I did a good 15.
Did 15?
Yep.
And I just got home from my day job, so I'll probably be putting on a little bit while he's doing some gaming on his gaming channel. If you haven't checked it out already, he has a gaming channel on Xbox called Cycling Omnivore Gaming Channel. If you're a gamer, check it out. I think we have the link in the list below. But yeah, he does some gaming at night. That's one of his pastimes, and he just started a YouTube channel on that. So come support him, check him out, subscribe him, like him. Right now, if you notice, guys, he is actually trying to fix things a little bit. We're restructuring. We're trying to restructure. We feel like we've went through things. You guys probably do the same thing if you're a reseller as well, wanting to restructure if you have a building or a room, or I know some of my YouTube reseller friends have basements, and which we started out that way too. We started out our warehouse in a basement, the garage, now here, and we hope to expand in the near future with a warehouse. But this is how we started. So a lot of times when you're shoveling through things, grabbing things that people have bought, you know, you suddenly get a little bit where things are a little crooked on the side, or they're not hanging right, or they feel like they're not where they should be at the moment, even though they were there for a little bit. Things get discombobulated. They get disheveled. They get kind of, you know, we're very, very careful, but I mean, as you guys understand, it's time to kind of straighten it up a little bit, and that's what Daren is starting to do, hopefully on the not too hot days in the summer, but a little by little try to make some more homes for the things that we keep getting in. We haven't sourced for a while. We are still working on our death pile. We have a death pile, and it still has lots and lots of Halloween costumes, Halloween makeup, Hot Wheels. We got a big tote of Hot Wheel die cast. I also found a big tote carryover from Daren's last toy store of loose action figures, and the list goes on and on. So we are moving that right along to make room for what? More and more items to have. So we're looking to source very soon. It's been a while. It's been about a couple months. But we're still working through that huge pile, but also making home for the items that we have already that are just sitting and waiting for Daren to put on a shelf or a cart, etc. So we're trying to make things easy for us. So when we go to look for items that we're not too far away from the shelf, if we have to get on a step stool to get it, that we're not hurting ourselves physically, etc. So we're trying to make it feasible and better for us and get it more organized, if that makes sense. I don't have anything else really here, guys. If you like the video, go ahead and like it. Comment. Of course, we love your comments always. We love to hear from you. We love your feedback. We love your questions. Keep them coming. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. The button's right there below on the right hand side of the video. And as always, smash that bell to get all notifications each and every time we upload content. You'll be the first to know. As always, we'll talk to you later, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.